Hey everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new, my name's Marianne. I live here in Canada with my husband and two kids ages 5 and 7, and I make videos on simplifying life through easy organization and decluttering. And in today's video, I am sharing our Christmas gifts. I am sharing who we bought for, what we bought, and how much we spent, and what our budget was for Christmas gifts this year. I personally find Christmas gifts to be kind of like the hardest part of Christmas. The actual shopping for gifts is not like my favorite part. So I do like to get it done fairly early. So that's why this video seems a bit early. Since I have everything, I thought, why not show you guys? Hopefully it'll kind of maybe give you some ideas and give you an insight into how our family does it. 3 things we focus on for buying gifts is staying on budget and having a budget, trying to limit how much clutter and stuff is coming into our house, and thirdly, kind of trying to reduce waste and like garbage for the earth. If you watch other videos of mine, this really aligns with pretty much everything we buy and like how we consume things and how we bring things into our house. So let's do it. Okay, first I'm gonna tell you our budget and what we spend. Our budget fluctuates pretty much every year. Like it's kind of generally the same, but really it does change because each year the kids grow up, our priorities change, our financial situation change. So we really don't like have a hard and set rule or something that we do every single year. Our budget for this year all together for gifts was $525. This included our 2 kids. It included our parents, a few nieces that we buy for, and teacher gifts. Scott and I don't always buy gifts for each other. If we decide to this year, it might be something last minute. Basically, if we have like an extra $200 laying around, then we might get each other something. So that is not included in this budget. Okay, what we spend on the kids specifically is my budget this year was $60 per kid, and it was $20 for the stocking and $40 for like their gifts. Each of the kids got 1 gift from Santa and 3 gifts from mom and dad, like from us, and plus their stocking. So 4 gifts total each plus a stocking. So a total of $60 each, so $120. So the entire rest of the budget, so the other $400-ish went for parents, the teachers, and the nieces, like I talked about. If you know our kids or our family in real life, please don't tell them what we got them. Okay, let's start with our oldest, Leo, who has just turned 7. So he is in 2nd grade, and he's obviously a boy, and he is like a very traditional boy. He loves like sports, he's active, that sort of thing. So his like big gift, his gift from Santa, I don't have with me because it's huge and we have it stored like in our rafters of our garage. It is goalie hockey equipment. So he doesn't actually play hockey like on a hockey team yet. However, he's just recently got like obsessed with it, and he has full equipment that he uses, like he's rollerblading, he plays in the garage and that stuff. But he really wanted goalie equipment. So we found it on Marketplace for $20, and he will probably never be a real goalie in real life, but this is perfect for something for him to use around the house, and I know he's gonna be super excited. The other thing with Santa gifts is those are the gifts we usually don't wrap. So I know every family has like a different system for that. The one big gift is from Santa, and that usually is just like sitting on the tree unwrapped, and that's like typically because it's usually big and we can't wrap it. Okay, so his other 3 gifts, which are all from mom and dad, the first one we got was this like one of these mini nets that goes on like his bedroom door or whatever door, and he can just use like softballs on it, and we got that on Marketplace for $10. So we're up to $30 so far for his gifts. The other item we got him was also on Marketplace. I'll take it out of here. And it was baseball pants. Over the summer, he was completely obsessed with baseball, and he never actually had baseball pants. We just put him in like little jogging pants, which was fine. But he thought, I know that he'll think these are really cool, and he'll really appreciate them when he starts to actually play baseball in the summer again. So these we also got on Marketplace, and these we paid $10 for. If you're keeping track now, we're already at $40. My budget for their gifts were $40. However, we just spent less on his stocking. So his gifts ended ended up being like slightly higher, and then I just ended up spending like slightly less on his stocking. So his third gift is like a little collection of books. So this is technically, which I'll just like wrap all together. This technically is a sketchbook. If you guys haven't got these from the dollar store, this particular type of sketchbook, he's obsessed with it. Like he's obsessed with doing like little drawings and doodlings and stuff like that and writing. And he loves this. You can get them in different sizes, but he loves these. And it was $2, that one. And then these, we actually bought like probably a year ago. We got a huge collection of Captain Underpants books. We got a ton of them all secondhand from like a local family. We put them in our gift tote, and I've given them to like a few of his friends for their birthdays. And I'm gonna put one of them with his gifts for this year. So this technically cost us nothing because it was like in a past budget. I got each of the kids 3 books from Once Upon a Child, which I think is a franchise. Like if you're in the States or I guess anywhere, we just got one here and I've never been in one before, but they had a ton of stuff up, like it was huge, I couldn't believe it. But specifically they had a ton of kids books at the front, and these were each $1.25. And they're like in very good condition. So I picked out 3 books for each of the kids, and I'll put those all together as his little like book gift. And that's his third and final gift. I know a lot of people do like kind of like they follow little rules for when they're buying their kids gifts. So they do like something to read, something to wear, and something to play with or something like that. I try not to follow rules like that, mostly because honestly, like their interests change all the time. And sometimes I feel like when I'm following like rules like that or routines or traditions like that I end up buying stuff that like we don't actually need. Like for example, the kids do not need pajamas. So like I don't want to go out and buy a pair of pajamas that I know they technically do not need. Especially we have 2 grandmas who love to buy clothes for kids. So Scott's parents I know will end up getting each of them an outfit, which is probably more than they need. And Leo especially would not be excited with clothes as a gift. Okay, so I'm going to show you Leo's stocking and then we'll go on to Annie Rose. So same thing for stockings. I don't have a set rule for what we're buying. I usually do put like some sort of food or candy in it. So each of the kids got like this like little mini thing of Pringles, which I think I got at the dollar store. He also got Nerds, which is, yes, that was also from Dollar Tree. I got each of them a Hubba Bubba. They're just recently really into chewing gum and they think it's really cool. And we don't like usually let them have gum. So he'll think that's like awesome. So we got him like this sour gum or something. I also got him this BioSteel drink. If you have a 7-year-old boy who's into sports, you probably know what I mean by this. It's sort of like Prime. You know how all the kids love Prime? Apparently BioSteel is like also a really popular drink. So I just went to the convenience store and bought this drink of BioSteel. And he's never had in his life. He's never had Prime either, so he'll think it's cool. This was something I added. So this is just like, he's also into throwing the football around. He's really into all sports right now. This was a glow football, like a squishy one that's just like from the dollar store. I would never go and buy this now, probably. I'm trying to do like things with like less plastic and less garbage. However, this we actually had in the gift bin. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that last March, we went to Disney for like a big family vacation. And one of the tips that someone had told me was that like, if you didn't want to buy, to try to avoid having to buy like really expensive like souvenir stuff for your kids, is to buy them like kind of like cheaper dollar store versions and take them with you so you can like pull them out in the morning before you go and like, here's your souvenir, it only cost me $1 instead of 10, which like I thought that was such a great idea. So I bought a bunch of different stuff and we didn't end up giving, I don't think, any items to them. Like they did not. If you're going to Disney, ignore that whole tip that I gave. Do not listen to me. The kids were 5 and 6 years old, so they were still pretty little. So they were like shocked they were even there, let alone asking to buy stuff. So anyway, ignore that tip. But we did have a bunch of this stuff. So I'm like, okay, he's into football and he's never seen this before. It was in our gift bin. So I'm going to throw that in a stocking. And again, like I didn't put that towards our budget because we already had it. Another sketchbook I got, and this is also from the dollar store. It's like a mini version of it, which he also loves. And then I got him a hockey magazine. He's only 7, so he doesn't actually know like anything about hockey. Like he won't know that this is like 2 months old when he gets it. So he'll still be happy with it. So for his stocking stuff, it's all basically consumable stuff. Every item, like he didn't get like a toy or anything. It's all stuff that he's gonna write in or read and cut out or eat. I guess except for the football. But really otherwise it was super low like clutter, I guess, within our budget. Okay, next is Annie Rose, and like I said, she is 5 years old. So last year, you maybe see our video, we did a buy nothing year for 2022. So we had to buy all used gifts last year, and that was all used except for consumables. So really we just kind of carried on with that tradition. Honestly, it's so easy. Okay, her big Santa gift, this is gonna be under the tree with no wrapping. It is a Barbie camper. I feel like it doesn't even look that huge on the camera, but this thing is huge. She desperately wanted one last year too. She asked for it and we couldn't find one. Like these things, I feel like are I don't know, $100 or something, more than that probably. We got this on Marketplace secondhand for $25 and it's still in great condition. There's a couple little cracks and the pink is kind of faded, but she won't care. She won't notice or anything. Okay, Annie Rose's other 3 gifts. So that was her big Santa gift, her camper. She will just be in heaven and she'll be so pumped. And if she ends up never playing with it, I'm not stressed about it because it cost us $25. It was secondhand and we can resell it. Gift number 2 for her, which these are mom and dad gifts. I got her, I was looking for, she's into craft. I tried to look up on Marketplace a secondhand, sometimes I found a craft kit on there before, but I couldn't find anything. So I ended up just going to, these are all from the dollar store. Ended up getting 3 little crafty things, and I'm gonna put it all together and it can be a little craft sort of bundle, I guess. And so this was just different colored decorative tapes, which she will love. She will absolutely love these. So I still feel bad that it is in plastic. So I try to reduce waste with the gifts, and this one's kind of is not ideal because it's in a big plastic tube, but little baby steps and we are getting there. The other thing we got was this big thing of different colored paper. So just fancy paper, it's sealed there, but it's just all these different kinds of almost scrapbooking paper is basically what it is. And then this other thing was usually I try to avoid dollar store junk because I know it just ends up in the garbage. However, this one caught my eye. It's it's stencils and she can make little clothes. Again, she loves making up outfits and stuff like that. So it comes with little stencils, a couple of little girls or little humans that you can dress and put different outfits on them and draw different outfits. So again, that'll keep her busy on during the Christmas holidays and she'll think it's really cool. Gift number 3 for Annie Rose, same as Leo, like I said, was a little book bundle. These were also ones that I got from Once Upon a Child, and they were each $1.50. So Robert Munch, The Day My Mom Came to Kindergarten, they were all really good condition too, all of these books. So I'm super pumped about them. Okay, so like I said with the budget, so it was $25 for the camper. The books came to $4.50 plus tax, so $30. And then her craft stuff was $9 plus tax. So basically right around the $40 mark. And then her last gift technically cost us nothing, and we got her a little library card for our local public library. Someone else suggested this gift to me. I think someone on Instagram a couple of years ago said that they got their child a library card for their birthday, and I thought that was such a smart idea. And Leo already has one. He got his own, and I remember how pumped he was the day he got his. So I thought she would also love this, and it cost us $0. The other thing I want to say about our budget is that we only use cash. So I got this envelope and got a bunch of cash out. So now it's got filled with receipts with a little bit of money left. I got our $520 or whatever it was, and we put it in here and we only use cash. It made it easy because a lot of the stuff is on Marketplace, which is easy for cash. You will see in a bit that we did have to order a couple of things for other people online. And so I just end up, obviously I have to use my Visa, and then I just put the cash into our bank account. So it's very inconvenient and very annoying, but that's kind of the whole point. It makes you want to buy less because you can't just click and just add it to your budget. It's just here's your budget, whatever the cash is in here, and when it's gone, it's gone. Okay, Annie Rose's stocking. It's very, very similar to Leo's, and similar in that it was mainly consumables. And so it's very low clutter, and I tried to do a little bit low waste, just same as Leo's. This was one of these random things that we bought for our Disney trip, which I would never buy now. So that cost $0, and I think these things are total garbage, but she'll probably literally play with it for 3 days straight. She is obsessed with Barbie right now. She's never even seen the movie, but I think it's just because like everything out there is Barbie. She probably sees it on commercials. I have no idea, but she loves anything Barbie. So this is a box of Barbie tissues. This is just from the dollar store. Like this would be an example of something that Leo would not appreciate, but Annie Rose will think is so cool. And she'll like put her own tissues in her bedroom and she'll have them in a Barbie box, and it cost me like $1.75, I think. Same as Leo, a thing of chips, a thing of candy, and this was again, like I found Barbie candy. Is the candy good? I have no idea, but it has Barbie on it, so she'll think it's cool. Not good for low waist because of the packaging. Also got her some Hubba Bubba at the dollar store. And then the one like thing I got her was this thing set of nail polish. I have no idea if these are good nail polishes. This was like a bit of an impulse purchase, I'm not gonna lie, and I sort of regret it. I don't regret getting her nail polish, but it has unicorns and she'll like, again, like think that it's the coolest thing in the world. And the most expensive item that I bought Annie Rose for her stocking for sure are Barbie Band-Aids. These cost $7.50. Like I almost didn't buy them, but she's obsessed with Band-Aids. Like, do you have a fiber? Leo's sort of out of it now, but she asks for a Band-Aid like probably twice a day. And I refuse, and we never have like cool Band-Aids. I just buy like the plain brown ones because they cost so much. And now I see why I never buy them. But anyway, that was like her big treat in her stocking. So that is Annie Rose. That is both kids. That is her stocking, that's her gifts, that's everything. If you're at home and you're like calculating everything I bought and it's not perfectly calculated, then I apologize, but I think it's pretty close. Okay, lastly, I quickly wanna share what I bought like for our extended family. And basically it is all books and or gift cards. For our parents, we spend $75 per person. So 75 for my mom and then 150 for Scott's parents. For Scott's parents, we got a gift card for a local restaurant for $100 so they can go out for dinner, and then I got them a $50 gift card for the movies because they love like going to the movie theater. For my mom, I got her a gift card for our local like theater, like it's like a live stage theater, which she like loves going to, so we got her a gift card for that. I try to do gift cards again for like activities or events or consumables rather than doing gift cards to buy stuff, because I know for a fact that none of our parents need any more stuff. Or if you seem like this seems like a lot, it's because they both do a ton of like after school pickup for us. When the kids were smaller, when they were younger, I think we even spent more on them then because our parents were doing even more daycare. But yeah, that's our budget this year. Okay, for the kids' teachers, we technically buy for 3 like teachers because in kindergarten they have an EA, so an educational assistant. What we've got for teacher gifts has really varied over the years. I'm just kind of starting to get to the groove of teacher gifts. Sometimes I've just bought them like chocolate and a homemade card, and that was it, especially when we were like paying off debt and it was like really strapped for cash. However, this year, I think we spent I think it was $40 per teacher for gifts, and we just got them a gift card. So again, I've organized for so many teacher clients, and I just know how many gifts that they get and they keep and they feel like they have to keep and they don't really use. And like, I don't know who likes tea and who likes wine and who likes what. I get so stressed with these gifts. So this year I just said, that's it. I am just getting them gift cards. So I got each of the 3 teachers a gift card for Walmart. And if they want to use it for school supplies for the classroom, they can. If they want to use it for groceries for home, they can. If they want to use it, buy themselves new makeup, they can do that. I would also obviously have loved to do a card for like a local shop or like a local store. However, I find that really tricky because I just don't know the teachers well enough. So if it's like a teacher that I really knew that they had like a specific like activity that they love to do or a specific spot they love to shop, that would be totally different. But I really don't know our teachers overly well personally. So I just got them each a gift card for Walmart. And then I will get the kids to each make them like a homemade card as well that will write like a really nice message in. When the kids were in daycare, like full-time daycare, we really prioritize Christmas gifts for our childcare provider. That was really important to me. That's always been really important to me. And now that we're like out of daycare, I find that our teachers are like, I'm like struggling to like talk about it, but I just feel like anyone who spends all day with my kids, anyway, I can't talk about the teachers because I'm like having a breakdown for some reason. I don't know. I'm gonna stop talking about teachers, but we always gave our daycare provider cash, and I tried to give them like basically as much cash as we could possibly afford that year. Okay, the rest of it is just nieces that we had to buy for. So all we bought were gift cards and books. Gift cards were like a Shoppers Drug Mart, so it's like a drugstore here, and then like an Xbox gift card. I always remember my aunts and uncles, like they just gave me cash, and like that's what I wanted, like just stick 40 in an envelope and call it a day. So that's definitely what we're like moving towards each year. But we do get the kids books. So last year when we were trying to find secondhand books, like specific ones, it was a bit trickier. I was able to find all of them on Amazon under like the used tab. Sometimes you will find the used ones are technically more expensive on Amazon, which is so frustrating. They definitely take way longer to come. We have a couple that are on order, and there were a couple that I just couldn't find secondhand. So we bought them brand new at like our local bookstore. And for our youngest niece, like again, kids books are so easy to find secondhand, and we have like a bunch of little individual sellers who sell stuff like used on Instagram in our area, which is amazing. And I just got a whole set. I have to pick them up tonight. A whole set of the Princess in Black. So it's like a whole set for $20, and they look awesome. And okay, that is it. Those are our Christmas gifts for this year. We are done. We're finished our shopping. It feels amazing. It feels so good. And because we didn't buy too much, we can fit everything into this one tote where it lives in our basement, and it will be hidden until we get wrapping. If you guys want to see any other Christmas videos from me or any other holiday videos, like about how we organize our decor or how we store like all of our wrapping paper and stuff like that, just let me know, and I am happy to do any of those videos. Do not stress about how much you spend on your kids. They're gonna have a really good time. And remember to look secondhand. So many good things on Marketplace, and less stuff in the landfill, and more money saving for you. I hope that gives you some ideas and some inspiration, and thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.